Hi everyone and welcome back. In today's video I just wanted to check in and show you the Lithops as they're midway through changing their leaves. So it's early spring when I'm recording this, and as you can see the new heads are making their way through. So this row here is Hammer Ruby, we've got Sato's Violet I think, and then just a regular Optica Rubra there and Fuller Green here. So I thought I'd take you through and show you when I water them, because I break away from the tradition a little bit in the sense where I will actually start watering Lithops as they're midway through their change, but it is done purely on how they look. So I'm going to try and sum it up in a video so that you can get an idea of what I do and why I do it. So these ones here, the Sato's Violet, I've only watered them once, that was a couple of weeks ago, and they won't be getting any more because the new leaves are very firm. The old leaves are still quite nice and firm as well. Overall the plant looks very vibrant and full of life. The Optica Rubra have been watered once already, and I'm going to water them again. So the old leaves aren't a very good indication because they're going to shrivel and they're going to disappear eventually and turn into paper husks. But I'm looking at the head here, and it is firm, but I would still like it just to be a little bit firmer. So I'm going to give it a little bit of water. Now, when I say I water Lithops mid-change, I am not drowning them. It's a very, very light water, more of a mist. And I started doing this a few years ago, just intuitively, because what I found was that if I didn't start watering them a little bit earlier, that what would happen is that the roots would die back so badly that it took way too long for the plants to bounce back. And so I started just giving very light waterings midway through, but certain ones I wouldn't dream of because they just quite simply don't need it. But some of them struggle, and so it's very much on a plant by plant basis. And funnily enough, a few years later after I'd started doing this, I read a journal, I think it was Stephen Hammer, and he suggested the very same thing, and that is for Lithops, frequent but very light waterings. And so I've sort of switched over to that. I'd partly done that, but now I pretty much fully do that. But I'll take you through and I'll show you which ones I water and which ones I won't. When they're very small, you don't want to dry them out for too long at a time. Their root systems are pretty impressive for us when they're quite small, but you still need to protect them. This one here, I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's got vertical lines, which I don't like. Horizontal is okay, but vertical makes me nervous. So I think there's something wrong with this plant, although it is going to change leaves, so should be okay. So I'll give that one a little bit. This one here, absolutely not. Nice and firm outer leaves, inner leaves too. This one here I will, and that is because the new head inside is very small, and plus it's a green Lithops, and I find that they need more water than the other coloured ones. This one here, no chance. As you can see, the new head's coming in quite high. These are quite firm still, but we've got those horizontal lines, so I'm not worried about that one. That one's doing quite well. This one here, again, no water, but let's find some that I will actually water. This one here, absolutely will get watered, completely sunken in. It's not starting to split yet, and I don't think that the answer in this case is to keep holding out on water. I think it needs a little something to kick it into gear. That one, nope. This one here, absolutely. Again, it's just like the one from a moment ago. It doesn't look very good, hasn't started to split yet, so it's suffering. So I will water that one. Lapidaria we're not talking about today. Nope. This one here, I don't know what it's doing, but it won't split, but it's flowering. I think it's very confused. This one here absolutely will get a water, very soft and mushy. But when I say water, again, it's very light. Just spray it over the plant for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, something like that. And frequency is going to be around every 10 to 14 days. So from here, we'll move over to some of the smaller ones. And so if you're raising them from seed and you don't know what to do, I'll show you some of the smaller ones and how I look after the watering of those. Going to be a little bit tricky because I watered these yesterday afternoon. But anyways, here we go. I'm just going to go through very quickly and just yes or no. And then hopefully you can see the plant clearly enough and you can sort of start to see the pattern. No. Yes. Yes. Yep. This one here as well. Definitely 100%. Old leaves completely gone. There's no old leaf left. So this one, this is ready to start growing now, so start watering it more often. This one here, a little bit, so yes, and then yes. So these are all little baby ones that I grew from seed myself. Just trying to see if there's some different looking ones. So this one here, yes, the old skin, quite rubbery. It's very unlikely that when you get to this stage that the plant is then going to start putting moisture back into those old leaves. It just doesn't usually happen that way when they're at this stage here. This one here, still entombed, so I will water this one, but I just want to keep an eye on, move my hand, keep an eye on whether that skin, the old skin reinflates. I really want it to dry out because then what will happen is the new body will burst forward. This one here, good. This is a different stage. So leaves are nearly completely dead. Definitely will get a water, and of course it's a green one, so I'm going to water it. Whoops, I nearly dropped my phone. So I'm going to water it a little bit more than the others. Here's just a quick look at some of my other seed grown ones. And I have some more, but they're babies and they're very, very hard to video. The camera just doesn't focus on them. And some more here, very cute little things. I love all the patterns, and I left this tray till last. These are the ones that are currently available on spinecity.com.au. One has already left, but there's still 19 more, and there's some really, really cool ones in here. The patterns are fantastic. So all seed grown by me. These are $11 each. And if you spend $150 on my store, you get automatic free express shipping. So there's the little Spine City plug for the video. But thanks for watching, everyone. And as always, happy gardening. Bye.